Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Dells Minirama. This exhibit consists of a landscape scene of the Wisconsin Dells region, featuring primarily the Wisconsin River as it flows through the Dells area. Geological features are represented as accurately as possible, subject to the limitation of space. Inasmuch as this display has been constructed to the scale of 1/4 inch to the foot, it has been necessary to condense the model into an area 76 feet long and 24 feet wide. However, all of the important named rock formations are to be included, constructed with every possible accuracy as to size and appearance. The upper dells are to your left as you view the Minirama, while the lower dells, still under construction, can be found at the far end of the display room. The season of the year depicted here is that of midsummer, and the cloud effects are calculated to improve the perspective of the scene. We're very proud of this sky, painted by Mr. Theodore Saunders of Creston, Illinois, as it is not only the largest oil painting in the state of Wisconsin, but we think that you will agree that it is beautiful. Through the center of our model flows the Wisconsin River with 10,700 gallons of water, dyed a brown color to be as realistic as possible. On the river, you'll see a number of operating models, including the Paddlewheel Steamer Winnebago that carried tourists through the Dells in years gone by. There are modern motor launches of the type that are in use today, and if you look closely, you may be able to see the boat on which you made your trip through the Dells. You'll also see lumber rafts, characteristic of those operated on the river back in the 1800s. The model railroad winding through the display room is a favorite with people of all ages. This railroad depicts the history of the Milwaukee Road with 6 trains that cover the era from the wood burners of 1860 to present-day diesel trains. A planned addition to this model railroad will be 4 more trains to be put into operation as soon as completed later this season. All of the operating features of our model are automatically controlled from the control panel near the entrance, though we may take over operation of any of the trains manually at any time. We have recorded the voices of a number of Wisconsin Dells residents who will conduct you on a guided tour of this exhibit.
The Dells of the Wisconsin River is a scenic stretch about 8 miles long where the river has carved its way through sandstone. Wearing down this soft rock, it has made a narrow and twisting channel among strange stone formations. The upper Dells is a part of the river channel about 5 miles long, which is upstream or to your left from the dam as you look at the Minirama. Since the full beauty of the Dells region can only be seen by boat, men have been perfecting boats for viewing our scenery since the earliest days. At first, rowboats and steamboats carried the people through the Dells. At about the turn of the century, steam and gasoline launches carrying 5 or 6 passengers were first put into operation. These boats have been constantly improved and are custom built for the best possible viewing of the river banks. Until today, the fleet consists of 17 modern steel launches. I guess the reason I have stayed with the river all these years is because I always like to see the people enjoying the Dells.
He was H. Bennett, who later entered the profession of photography and spent the rest of his life photographing the beauties of the Middle West and especially the scenery of the Dells of Wisconsin. Now, over 100 years later, some of his descendants still live at the Dells. His youngest daughter, Ruth Bennett Dyer, will tell you of lumber rafting, a vanished phase of Wisconsin's history.
My name is Lisa Reese, and I am 8 years old. Do you see that little man with his small boat down there on the beach? That's supposed to be my great-grandfather, H. Bennett.
Kilburn Generating Station was the first large-capacity hydroelectric plant built on the Wisconsin River and began commercial operation in 1909. Today, this plant produces 8,200 kilowatts per hour and has a headwater of 22 feet.
We hope you have enjoyed your Minirama trip. And if you have already made the boat trips through the Dells, we hope it will help you relive those hours. If you have not yet made the Upper and Lower Dells boat trips, we urge you to do so. We are very proud of our Minirama representation, but the real full-size Dells is even more exciting and beautiful.